Howdy guys, my buddy Coyle has some pretty neat airplanes in his hangar here. He's got the old 1940 Stearman, Cessna 195. He even has one of the old original cars over there, or at least a very older version of a Ford. Not exactly sure what year that is. He agreed to go take me for a ride to go pick up the plane from Kenosha. Got the software updates all done, so come along for the ride and hopefully we'll have some audio cables so we can capture this. Hey Coyle.
Hey Kevin, how are you?
Pretty good.
I'm going to turn on the master. I'm going to turn the beacon to where it's just flashing so everybody knows we're about to do something. I'm going to give it 2 blades and then I turn it to the battery start. This actually has 1 magneto and 1 battery ignition. It always starts on the battery side. As soon as it runs, I go to both and we'll let it warm up. So, all right. No problem. 1, 2. Coming up. I gotta let the sound of the radio.
Start permission Zulu 2053 Zulu, wind 230 at 10, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 30, dew point 19er, altimeter 299er 4, visual approach in use, landing and departing runway 25 right and 25 left, NOTAM runway 25 left and path the out of service, advise on initial contact beyond Zulu.
Alrighty guys, thanks again to Coyle for dropping me off. So now we're going to taxi out and see how everything integrates together.
Field truck, cross runway 33 on Charlie.
These guys are helping us get past this pretty jet, this Embraer 600. Like any maintenance post-test flight, you take it serious. I did a very thorough pre-flight. Kenosha ground, Twin Cessna 771, Bravo Charlie over by Sunshine with Zulu, VFR Southwest.
771 Bravo Charlie, Kenosha ground, runway 25 right, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 33 at Alpha.
25 right via Alpha, cross 33 on Alpha, 1 Bravo Charlie. Tower Twin Cessna 771, Bravo Charlie's holding short 25 right, VFR to the southwest.
Cessna 1 Bravo Charlie, Kenosha Tower, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff, proceed on course westbound.
25 right, clear for takeoff, on course, 1 Bravo Charlie. Alright guys, fingers crossed. Fixtures to go. Line up on center line. On the brakes, take your time, pulse maintenance. Throttle's coming up 1700, mixture's rich. Gauges are all in the green, everything looks good. I'm gonna release the brakes. Advancing the power. Power looks good. Fuel flows look good. Airspeed's alive. 60, 70, 80.
59 Lima Tango, Kenosha Tower, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff, proceed on course.
Rotate. Tap the brakes. Gear coming up. Popping out a blue line. Go ahead and get the yaw damper on. So far that's working good. Chicago approach, Twin Cessna 771 Bravo Charlie, coming up on the state line, 8 southwest to Kenosha request.
771 Charlie Bravo, did you say?
It's 771 Bravo Charlie, Cessna 310, looking for flight polling to Aurora.
Number 1 Bravo Charlie, Roger, squawk 5136.
5136, 1 BC.
Number 1 Bravo Charlie, radar contact 6 miles southwest of Kenosha, O'Hare altimeter 29904.
29904, 1 BC, thank you. Let's see what the autopilot does, guys. We got things pretty well set. Maybe not quite perfectly trimmed, but close enough.
Altitude.
Pitching down just a little bit. Well, we got 3500 set. It says it's doing it. So let's test it. We gotta go east of the Bravo. Pick it up to 4. Alright. We'll go at 5,000 foot per minute. Or 500 feet per minute up to 4,000. So we set it for 4,000.
Altitude.
Oh boy. It freaking works, y'all.
Roger 589 Alpha, we're at 5,000.
Oh, this is so amazing.
Number 589 Alpha, Chicago, O'Hare altimeter 29904. Information at uniform is starting at executive. But did you want to do the RNAV or the visual?
So I got the bezel upgrade. I gotta show you guys this. So I got these boxes all updated, but I got the bezel changed. So this screen is so much easier to read. I think you guys can read it on the camera now, and I can see it so much better. So, and then they tied the G5, it gets the altitude read off the G5. So look at that. I typed in 4,000. I don't know if you guys have ever flown with tapes, but look at that. It's bumpy, and it is locked on to 4,000. We're back to IFR, traveling, shooting approaches. When I did the original software update, I was having a problem with my air data computer.
Altitude 200 to go.
So part of the new upgraded version on these two units is now they can talk to each other. And this thing relays altitude information very precisely. So this is all working better than it ever has. I am so freaking excited. For normal people out there, you guys will see my excitement and you'll be like, big whoop, you know, this plane's been flying pretty good for a long time. For those of you that have chased down gremlins and minor issues and like software stuff, like getting everything to be compatible sometimes can be a challenge. Chicago approach, Twin Cessna 771 Bravo Charlie is with you. We have Zulu.
Number 771 Bravo Charlie, Chicago approach, midway altimeter 29904.
29904, 1 Bravo Charlie, and if you have time for a practice approach, I'd like to do the RNAV 27 VFR off of Hoagie with the full procedure turn, and if not, I can just do it all myself.
Bravo Charlie, I'll keep you updated.
1 BC. I got to fly in Coyle's 195. I think it'll be earlier in this video. Depends on how I get into the editing process. But thanks again to Coyle. What a beautiful, amazing, iconic airplane. Tail dragger, it's radial, it's big, it's roomy, it's beautiful. The lines on it, I mean, Cessna just nailed it on that. That was my first time It just gracefully lifts off the runway, climbs. It's so nimble. He let me fly it. Unfortunately, I didn't have all my cameras and my cables and stuff hooked up. Wasn't able to show any of that, but next time I'm going to get a ride with him. He also has a Stearman, which I've never been in, and it's another equally iconic, or maybe even more so in general aviation.
Traffic, Twin Cessna 1873 Hotel,
So,
frequency.
One day.
3 Hotel, say again. Discuss. 1 Bravo Charlie, you're 4 miles from Simcoe. Maintain VFR, cleared RNAV runway 27 approach.
1 Bravo Charlie, clear our nav runway 27, maintain VFR, thanks. Alright, we're in nav mode. We're clear for the approach. Let's see, I should turn left to 003 in 6 seconds.
2375. 2375, thanks, 3 positive Tango.
Let's see how she does. Turning left. Alright, says the next fix is Hoagie at 2500.
One Bravo Charlie, contact Aurora Tower, good day.
1 Bravo Charlie, we'll see you, thanks. Aurora Tower, Twin Cessna 771, Bravo Charlie is with you on the practice, RNAV 27, full stop, VFR.
November 1 Bravo Charlie, tower wind 2003, runway 27, clear to land.
Copy the winds, 27, clear to land, 1 BC. So you cross Hoagie at 2500 and then you descend to 2300 en route to Cary. Alright, fuel pumps are on low, fuel's on the mains, and temps are looking good, power settings looking good. And should be turning to the 273 in 1 second. For 1.high, we're going to do the flaps. Let's see how she balloons on us. Flap compensator took care of that pretty good. Didn't feel any balloon. GPSV is armed to capture the vertical. And gears coming down. Just captured the vertical. Got gear down 3 in the green, so gas. Fuel's on the mains, fuel pumps are on low. Undercarriage, we got 3 in the green. Mixtures and props are set pretty good. Now I'll set about 18.5 inches. Somewhere in that vicinity, should keep me around 140. And the mins for this approach are 907. So when you do coupled approaches, when you've got new autopilot works or anything, you want to do it several times VFR, be spring loaded in case it does anything goofy, because you're going to stay coupled with the autopilot all the way down to 200 feet. So we'll probably end up landing a little longer than normal, and we won't get really a feel for the winds because we're just going to snap it off in time to flare.
Tower, Cessna 3457, Victor is 10 northeast with Zulu landing.
November 3457,
That's
Victor
Coyle.
Tower, enter right base for runway 27, report 3 out.
With 3 out, right base, 27, 57 Victor. Tower 57 Victor has 1 BC landed yet.
The Victor now there on about a 1.5 mile final.
Hey Coyle, thanks again for the ride. It worked perfectly.
Congratulations, see you in a minute.
Thank you, I'll see you at your hangar. Alright guys, it's taking us right down.
The 57 Victor, there's a Honda jet about 4 miles northwest of you. He's also inbound at 3,000 feet.
Okay, we're descending through 1,800 now, 57 Victor. Is he going to beat me?
Most likely.
Okay, I'll slow it up, 57 Victor.
And gears down. We're coming up on mins of 907. It flew it perfectly. Here's mins right here, guys. Alright.
752, continue down when I'll call your base.
continue downwind, you'll call the base, 10.52.
November 5-7 Victor, make a left 360 for spacing.
Left 365, Victor.
Tower, Honda Jet 87 Hotel, Juliet, visual 27.
Honda Jet 87 Hotel Juliet Tower. There's traffic at your 11 o'clock and 3 miles, 1,800 feet.
Story of my life.
Making a left 360. You can just proceed in a right base, runway 27.
It wasn't smooth.
Proceed right base and report you out for 2787 Hotel Juliet.
Number 1 Bravo Charlie, left turn on runway 15, join Alpha, cross 18, taxi to the ramp via Alpha, and monitor ground 121.7.
Left to 15, Alpha to the ramp, and we'll monitor ground 1 Bravo Charlie. Thanks for the help, y'all. Have a good one. Well, other than the stiff carrier landing I did, holy moly, guys. Autopilot works absolutely amazing. 2 thumbs up. So now we're perfectly good, and it flies better now. It flew great before, but I was shocked at the precision in those bumps, how it maintained that. That is freaking amazing. It was cool to get those tied together. Thanks again for Jamie and Jesse at S-Tech to get the stuff sent for us to get all this upgraded and get all of it meshing well with the upgrades on the G5s and the upgrades on the IFDs. We will see you guys very soon. We got our big West Coast trips coming up. I've mentioned it a few times. Still don't know exactly where we're going, but this was the goal, was to get everything up to speed for that trip. You traverse that much of the country, you need everything to work. So until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye.